You want to talk about it? I'd rather laugh about it. Let's get a little dark about it.
On the Traumedy Show.
Welcome to the Traumedy Show. I'm your co-host, Rachel Wilford.
And I'm your other co-host, Megan Wilford.
And we're back, bitches. We're back. Welcome to season 2.
Oh my God.
A special Thanksgiving episode.
Yeah, it is
as we record
Thanksgiving.
on Thanksgiving morning. Happy Thanksgiving
Happy
to
Thanksgiving.
all the people whose boyfriends are at home doing all of the cooking right now instead of them for their family's Thanksgiving.
Did you even help peel the potatoes?
No,
this
I
morning?
haven't done literally
You didn't
jack
even
shit.
peel a potato?
No, dude, because I woke up this morning and Olive came over to say hi. I petted her and then I immediately put my hand to my eye.
Yeah.
And so I got a massive allergic reaction. Like my eye looked so bad. Like in that one video we posted where
Oh gosh.
like it was like that, but times probably 10.
Yeah.
And then I got up and got in the shower to try to like fix my eye. And he just went to the kitchen and started peeling. And so by the time I got out of the shower, I was like getting ready for this episode too. I got out of the shower and I was like, okay, I'm going to like, I started grabbing stuff to help him. And he's like, honestly, babe, like what would be most helpful is if you could make both of us a cup of coffee. And I was like, oh, I can absolutely do that. And then I just was like, well, I got to get ready. So, and then I just did that. And then I came out and I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm going to leave and go record this episode now. I literally feel so bad. I haven't done anything. And he's like, oh no, you have stuff going on. It's fine. I'll take care of it. So happy Thanksgiving to all the girlfriends who are fucking useless in the kitchen.
Those are like cute little green flags.
I know.
Though. The fact that he's like, no, I got it. You got things to do.
I know. Yeah. For his first Thanksgiving with my family, he's just going to cook our portion of the meal entirely.
Well, and mashed potatoes are a big fucking deal.
No, we have giant pot. Okay. I think I buried the lead because it's 25 pounds of potatoes that we are peeling, chopping, boiling, mashing.
Is that a normal amount of potatoes?
Well, when you're feeding 16 people,
That's
what Google said.
That's more than a pound of potato per person.
That's what Google said.
Okay.
We went, I think we're going to be just drowning in potatoes.
Well, that's like everyone's favorite part of Thanksgiving anyway, so.
True. And
The stakes are higher for you. I made the vegetables, which
you did.
no one cares about.
You're covering the vegetables and we're covering the starch. And everybody else will just cover the rest, I suppose. And Alexis is coming to Thanksgiving. Yay. So that's exciting.
And first Thanksgiving with Bullseye.
Yeah. Do you remember, this reminded me when I said we're back, bitches. Do you remember the Pitch Perfect 2 marketing that they did back in the day?
Remind me.
It was, we're back, pitches.
Oh,
literally
yes.
everywhere. And me and my brothers thought it was so funny to just say that to my mom randomly because my mom is a little bit more like reserved in her like profanities. And so we just look at my mom just all the time and be like, we're back, pitches.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
We're back, pitches. We
Fun
missed
fact.
you guys.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, what have we been up to since we haven't recorded? Well, we have been up to recording guest interviews.
Yes.
And we're launching next week with season 2. And then we all of a sudden remembered, oh, we haven't done a season 1 a episode
Season 2
1
opener.
episode. So here we are on Thanksgiving morning.
Because we have some fucking updates. I mean, it's been like 6 weeks or something since our last you and me solo update.
Yeah.
A little bit less maybe.
And things happen so fast around here. There are so many things that have gone on.
We've had Halloween. We went to Vegas. Well, I did. We went to Nashville, Alabama. I've had 3 romances.
I've still had the same one, but you know, things have happened.
And a lot of, I don't know, some other chaotic things.
There's been a lot of drama, actually, unfortunately, too, that we probably won't talk about.
We probably can't talk about.
But it's actually weatherman related, so maybe we'll talk about it someday.
Yes.
But right now, it's kind of fresh, and I don't really want to give any of that to
satisfaction.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe down the line.
Just a blip.
Yeah.
Where should we start?
I think you should just go for it, Thelonious.
Halloween? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, our last You and Me episode was right before Halloween, which was my big, huge holiday. I had like 5 or 6 costumes throughout the month of October. Like I had my work Halloween party. We had our friend Halloween party. I went to Oktoberfest dressed up as Princess Peach. I won a weenie toss as Princess Peach Oktoberfest. And then around Halloween time is when I started back on dating apps again, I think.
Also, I think we should say at the Halloween party, you were Chapel Roan.
Oh, yeah.
And you won the costume contest.
Yes.
Much to the chagrin of Bullseye and I, who came as Kanye West and Taylor Swift 2009 VMAs. As a very unhinged couple's costume.
Which is a good costume. But I had to win.
Yeah, well, we're going to get you next year. I shaved shapes into Bullseye's head. Shaved.
But the wig I made.
I know. Yeah, you did great.
I know.
You deserved it.
You guys gave me a run for my money, though.
We'll see you next year.
Yeah. That I was Chapel Roan, and then I was also Charlie XCX. I was like, I'm going to be the pop divas this year. And you were Taylor Swift, so it was kind of like a pop princess.
It was
Halloween. The Chapel Roan costume was really fun. I put like almost a newspaper, tissue paper, spray painted it red, put it on top of a wig, hot glued all of this other hair, and made this giant, I don't know, Marie Antoinette style wig and glued cigarettes into it. And
the commitment was commitmenting.
Painted my face white. Obsessively whitened my teeth in all of the photos.
Oh, correct. Yes, you did. And the real.
Yeah. Used face
I love that you just said that.
I'm gonna out. Well, okay. It's really hard to have white teeth when you paint your face like actually white, because then you're like, oh, my teeth are not as white.
I feel like lipstick always makes your teeth look more yellow too. At least mine. Like when I put lipstick
in particular?
on. No, mine. Mine.
like,
just
oh, shit.
your, the collective you.
Yeah.
Not you in particular. Yeah, I feel like when I put lipstick on, I'm like, oh, great, my teeth look extra not white.
Maybe it depends on the shade, I gotta imagine.
I'm sure.
Because I think like a red lip makes your teeth look white.
Oh no, mine's opposite.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, at least for me, I don't know.
But yeah, I whiten my teeth in every single photo.
It's relatable. It's very relatable.
But around, oh my God, we went to the haunted corn maze. And
Yeah. Oh no,
I forgot about that. Especially Bullseye.
Yeah.
Explain.
Okay, so my poor boyfriend doesn't like scary things.
No.
And he's a very animated guy. he's pretty vocal. So we do this haunted corn maze in Carlsbad, which I've done several times before. So I knew what to expect. He very much did not want to do it, but did it for the good of the group, for the memes.
Well, you're starting to be like a brave, cool boyfriend. My girlfriend wants to do this, and she organized this event, so I'm gonna,
Yes, love him for it. I, as a typical rescuer personality,
yes,
I led the entire group. I went first for some fucking reason. I was first walking through this corn maze, and Bullseye was behind me with his arms around me from the front, his head in my back, screaming for the entire time we walked through this corn maze.
Not even like looking? Was he just...
No.
His eyes were buried in your back the whole time?
Yes, we were just taking tandem steps through the corn maze. His arms wrapped around my middle. His head bowed into my back. And he's just, oh, no, oh, God, oh, no, get it, bro, get away. Just the whole time. And we exit the corn maze, and he is the sweatiest of all sweaty men I've ever seen in my life. The sweat that man swote.
The sweat that he swote. Like, I can't describe to you, like, I think at one point, like, I put my hand on his back, and I was like, oh, God.
Like, oh.
Like, he took a dip.
He took a massive dip in sweat.
At one point, I caught up to you guys in the corn maze, and sometimes I get scared, but I just was like giggling. Like, I thought everything was so funny, and I was being a jerk, and I just thought Bullseye freaking out was the funniest thing ever.
It is funny.
It is funny, but like, he was legitimately distressed, and I was just like pointing and laughing.
It's interesting, like watching somebody who is quite in a great deal of distress and seeing like how they handle it, because like I don't know, I just compare it to the wolf and how he would have handled that situation, and he would have just been a dick and like mean and refused to do it or whatever. So
or like embarrassed or mad or like
yes, totally embarrassed or mad. And Bullseye was just like a good sport.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, he was.
Yeah.
And even like he was extremely distressed and did not have a good time, but even the rest of the night he's
chilling.
We were all like making fun of him kind of.
Yeah.
And he's a good sport.
He's a good sport.
And he will never do that again. Or I don't know.
Yeah. We might be able to convince him again.
And
I don't know.
I did Not Scary Farm, and I took an edible right before then too. So, and like that was a great time. I mean, it was scary, but
we're just some brave little psychedelic soldiers.
I know. Put that on my tombstone.
I will. I'm gonna add it as a LinkedIn skill.
Excellent. Oh my gosh, and that bar after the corn maze.
Yes, and then it was my turn to be sweaty.
You were sweating. You were freaking out because I kept running away to call Isaac on the phone.
And crying. And I'm already in full rescuer mode of rescuing my boyfriend through the corn maze. So then I was in rescuer mode through the whole night.
And then Alexis was like, stop it, Rachel. Like, you carry too much. Like, you don't need to rescue. And then the rest of the night, Alexis was like, I'm mother now.
If you need anything, you come to me. Let Rachel enjoy her time.
I don't know. It was like a chaotic fun night. I kept just running around, disappearing to call people. Like,
yeah. And I was just standing there crying for a little bit. And at one point, because I was so stressed out.
Yeah.
And at one point, Andrea and I had a conversation like the week before about how like you and Nicole are the more like emotional ones of the group, and she and I are the ones that kind of like hold it together and don't cry really.
Oh yeah.
And so I'm in this like I'm sweating and crying, and Andrea just goes, "Hey, brother," and just like locks me in with her eyes and anchors me and goes, "We don't cry." Just stares at me. "We don't cry." And I look at her and I just go, "You're right. We don't cry." And I just stopped. And then from then on out, I think I enjoyed. But it was so funny. Have I never told you that?
No.
It was such a funny little moment that I kind of forgot about it until she brought it up a couple weeks later. She's like, "Hey, remember when I got you to stop
crying?
crying?"
Release your stress of like.
She just like anchored me in my in whatever spiral was like happening with me.
Yeah.
She just pulled me back and was like, "Fucking get it together, brother. We don't cry."
This is what Megan does.
Yeah.
This is like.
You're being a little bitch. Stop it.
And like that's
funny.
expected of me. I called 2 men that night.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was a guy who wouldn't leave me alone, and then you and I tried to go to the bathroom to lose him, and we're like, "Bullseye, get rid of him." And he just ended up being too nice.
He's too nice. He came over, he wouldn't get rid of you. I got pissed and I asked him to leave. He put his hand in my face and I said, "Get your hand out of my face."
Oh yeah.
And he was just
remembered how bad his breath was.
He was rank, and
I kissed him
he
once
wouldn't leave
because he bought me a shot. And
then it was all downhill from there. And I'm always the one that has to break up with all of Megan's men, regardless of how long or how little they've been around, whether it's been days, weeks, months, or minutes. And so I asked him to leave firmly, and he got pissed because he thought he had a chance with you. And then he put his hand in my face to like silence me. And then I got pissed and I was like, "Get your hand out of my face." And then I said to Bullseye, "Get rid of him." He goes around to Bullseye, and then Bullseye just starts talking to him instead to kind of like de-escalate the situation. So then he just stayed and hung out. And then
because he was like, "Man, I thought that girl was into me." And Bullseye was like, "I don't know, man. She does that."
It's okay. It happens. Whatever. Like he tries trying to be cool.
Yeah.
And then they very quickly realized after you and I retreated to doing all sorts of crazy shit. And so they all got up and left, came to find us in the bathroom. And as we came out of the bathroom, he comes up and tries again. And then all of us were like, "Dude, no, like it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Go." Crazy.
I met this little like 21-year-old lesbian in the bathroom, and we had a little moment. Like we didn't kiss. I think I like kissed her on the head or something, because she just was like, "You're so beautiful. Like, who's bothering you?" Like, she was like a little mask lesbian, and I was like, "This guy," and she's like, "I'll get him for you. Point him out. Point him out." And I was like, and I saw her at the end of the night, and I just wished her. It was a beautiful little moment.
Yeah.
She came up to like my boobs. Like, she just was ready to fucking go. Like, I trust her with my life.
There was so much that went down the night, because then on the way out, we all walked out and Bullseye went to the bar to get a glass of water. And he comes back and he's like, this guy just looked at me and was like, "Hey, fuck you." And Bullseye goes, "I love you, man." Like, the guy is just like, "Man, no, fuck you." And
I did not know that.
yes. And then he comes back out and he was like, "Well, I didn't get my water." And so then I was like, "Nah, fuck this." And I went and got the bouncer and I was like, "Hey, can you get me some water?" And he's like, "Sure." And he went and got a cup of water and brought it back for me. And I gave it to Bullseye.
You were
And
a
then
rescuer.
I was the whole night. And then we walked out to the sidewalk and we're waiting for our Uber. And then the little lesbian girl comes over and says whatever she says to Megan. And then Megan goes against the wall, far down the sidewalk, and calls the man that she is starting to date. And I have a really funny video of her at that point.
We hadn't even been on a date yet. Like, we had just been talking on
you hadn't
Bumble
even met him
for
yet.
like 24 hours or something. But we had been talking like a lot. Like, it was like we had a date planned or something, and he ended up like comforting me. That's also the night that you and humbled me, and I fell to the ground because you were like,
That's so true.
"Get it together with these men that you're."
Yeah. We gave it to her straight in the parking lot of her apartment.
Halloween night, after I had my big episode where I like sobbed for 20 minutes and processed some shit, then I won the costume contest and they played Chapel Roan, and I was just like dancing around, and that was one of the most euphoric moments of my life. Truly, like, I had tears, like my makeup was all messed up, but it was very Chapel, very queer, and we were playing Pink Pony Club, and I just was like, "Fuck men," and dancing around with some of my best friends. And like, I almost have the wig in my room still, as it's like, oh, that was just such a beautiful moment. But the guy that the Bumble guy, we can call him the babysitter.
Sure.
The babysitter. I don't know.
Love that.
I don't even know what to call him, but
Glorified babysitter.
glorified babysitter. He was what was his job title?
He was a chief of staff for an ultra high net worth family
Which is a real job.
in Orange County.
A real job. And I had never heard of it before because I am a pauper. And a pauper. I literally, like, in our first Bumble conversation, I was like, is that a real job? Like, I was like kind of teasing him because it sounds fucking made up. You're chief of staff.
It does.
Like, I didn't realize
Never heard of
ultra
that before.
high net worth is a specific classification of millionaire, billionaire, or whatever. Ultra high net worth. And this man, I don't know, like, the texting was so good. We had all of these long phone conversations. I got way caught up on like all of these things aligned in terms of what we want and what our goals are and blah, 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 that I just was like, oh my gosh, I think, because Karen told me, my intuition coach / psychic, that I was going to meet a man in the fall and around this time. And I just was like, this is it. So we had our first phone call that night when we were all on mushrooms. And then we ended up only having one date because his job as the glorified babysitter, he basically is the chief of staff of this really, really rich family in Newport. But he is like working for this dragon lady that he was terrified of. So our first date, we weren't even able to go out to dinner until like 10 p.m. because he needed to wait for the dragon lady to go to bed. We ended up having one date. It went really well. We both were like, oh my God, like, this is it. I think I found my person. And then the date ended up very poorly, really. And I'm not going to get into it this episode, maybe in a later episode, but he just pushed things too far than I wanted. And it ended up it ended up ending pretty quickly after that. And then there's all of these other like red flags that popped up. And it's like after I took my rose colored glasses off, I was like, ooh, that was not it. But it was such a weird emotional 5 or 6 days. Like for a whole week and a half, I can't even remember how long it was, but it just was like, it was a level reset of like, I let my emotions get way too ahead of me for this person I'd only met once. And I needed to recalibrate after that. And then other love life update, I guess, is when Isaac and I were still kind of talking and planned on going to Anime Pasadena together, and like split a hotel room. And we were very much on this, we are not like in a serious relationship or dating each other. It's just kind of like friends with benefits, kind of status is where we were. I think it was like a pretty good place after everything we had been through. So we went to Anime Pasadena together, and Rachel was there.
I was there
as well,
because that's one of the cons that the company that Bullseye works for puts on. It's like theirs. So he had a hotel room, and I got to just go for free. So
and Rachel cosplayed for the first time.
I did.
Well, not for the first time.
Just
Cosplayed
not as Lord Farquaad for
Yeah.
the first time. I decided that I felt like I needed to actually do something kind of, I don't know, more anime-ish. So I was Zero Suit Samus because Bullseye mentioned it one time that he would love it if I did that. So I surprised him. I was then told I had to keep the costume. So I still have that one. And then I cosplayed as this chick from One Piece, which is an anime that he loves that I've never watched. I cosplayed as Marguerite.
He
one
was
of the
so
Snake Island
excited
girls.
though. Like
Yeah.
his little dweeb heart was like, oh my gosh, my hot blonde girlfriend is at a con with me.
He was so excited to have me
Dressing
there.
up.
It was
Yeah.
very cute. It was very cute. So yeah, it was fun, but you can keep going with your Isaac story.
I feel like there's not much else to report.
Oh, so do you want me to talk about my hemorrhoids?
Yeah, on my end, like it was a pretty like drama-free, fun con
Cool.
for the most part.
Let's talk about my butthole.
Yeah.
So I showed up to the con the night before, and I had already been battling a massive hemorrhoid for a couple weeks.
Who we call Sherman.
We lovingly call him Sherman. And Sherman was ripe for the plucking that weekend. just really making his presence known. And I had armed myself with all the fixins for Sherman.
As a galactic warrior would.
As a galactic warrior with chronic hemorrhoids would. And I get in my Zero Suit Samus costume, which I could not wear any underwear in it. And so it was just roid to skin action, friction happening. And I'm walking around, and I could really only walk around at the con for an hour and a half before I said to you, I am in extreme pain and I must go back to the hotel room. And I went back and I literally just laid down because it was so excruciating to walk around with a little head poking out of my asshole. So I'm pleased to say that Sherman has retreated back to his cave, where I hope he will stay for a long time. It's not very fun when Sherman comes to town, and
You did
he's
a
not
lot
welcome.
after that. A lot of damage control.
Yes,
I mean, the weeks after Anime Pasadena, because it really had gotten to a crucial
point. I was attacking that Titan. We
All
just
the
started Attack
Titans.
on Titan anime last night.
and they all kind of look like your hemorrhoids.
They all kind of look like my hemorrhoid. Maybe we need to start calling him a Titan.
Oh my god. Attack on Titan. Anal suppositories.
I was just blasting cannons at that son of a bitch.
As like the theme song is playing.
Yeah.
Your ODM gear.
Oh my God. Yeah. Bullseye and Megan have been talking for months about getting me into anime, and this is the one they want to start me with. So we started it last night.
The fucking first episode ends so gruesomely.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. It's good so far, though. I like it. It's a good intro to anime.
Yay! It was my first anime I ever watched. So yeah,
It's a good story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We pivoted from Anime Pasadena to watching our anime last night.
I know. That
Wow.
was such a cute little segue.
So Rachel's becoming a little nerd now.
Yeah. I'm getting indoctrinated.
That's kind of the Anime Pasadena update. A couple days after Anime Pasadena is when I finally went on my first date with, we're going to call him the bodyguard. That's his name.
Introducing
The bodyguard. And we've been dating for 3.5, close to 4 weeks maybe now. I'm not even quite sure, but it's going really well. Spending a lot of time together. I feel like he deserves more of a thorough update in maybe our next one-on-one episode. But ever since I started dating the bodyguard, and that's just kind of been my love life now for the last month or so. But it's very exciting. He's also a
going
dweeb.
well.
So he was last night watching. Well, he wouldn't like it if I called him a dweeb, but he is. And we were watching all of us Attack on Titan last night together. And in between when we first started dating, then I went to Vegas for a work conference, which, Vegas work conference, sessions all day, drinking at night, exhausting. Got a little too drunk the last night. And so I felt like absolute ass when I met you and Andrea in Nashville.
You hopped on a plane from Vegas, not to LAX with a
Waking
dream in your
up
cardigan,
in Vegas.
but you hopped on a plane to Nashville with the hangover in your heart.
A hangover of the century, really. Like I think I just didn't. There's so many things that I made mistakes on, but I felt so sick the entire day. And then I think my body that weekend, like it just, that was kind of meant to be like a party bender weekend, but I was so slowing down with my alcohol consumption to the point where I would be drinking and I'm like, I'm not even getting like buzzed or anything at this point, because the Vegas to Nashville pipeline was rough on my body.
It was a rough pipeline.
But it was still really fun. We had some fun moments in Nashville. We had the craziest Uber driver I've ever experienced.
He was so racist and so strung out on something, or I think his brain was just like meth rotted. I don't know. It was insane. Like I've never reported somebody to Uber like that.
Almost didn't make it home.
I was filming a lot of it, just in case.
After Nashville, we rented a car and drove to Tuscaloosa, Alabama to hang out with Rachel's younger sister, Caitlin, at her college, University of Alabama.
But I want to correct you. Andrea and I drove from Nashville to Tuscaloosa while Megan slept for the whole 3.5 hours.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy because I was in really rough shape, I feel like, that whole weekend. And then you're the one who ended up getting really sick.
I know. And it's funny because Andrea and I were making a bet that you were going to get sick when you got home, which is so fucked up.
You guys made a bet? I was gonna get sick?
She was like, watch, she's going to get sick when she gets home. She always does. And I was like, oh, 100%. That's fully going to happen.
Wow.
And then boom, we get home and I immediately am down for the count for a week.
My kink is karma.
All right, Chapel.
Did Andrea get sick? She didn't really.
No, literally just
it was
me.
just you.
And I never get sick
And
like
yeah,
this.
you got it bad.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, I didn't get sick. Yeah, you guys drove. I couldn't. Simply couldn't. We went to a football game, which was fun. Went to a college football game. And then really the main event of the weekend was the college party town. And like let me paint a scene for you. I've never been to Alabama before. I've never even really been to like a real college. I think Boise State kind of, but not like this. This is like one of the most like largest Greek system in the country with sororities and fraternities. And every single woman on this campus is like a 10 out of 10. One of the most gorgeous people I've ever seen. And you just kind of get the feeling of like, to go to this college, you have to be,
it's a requirement.
super hot.
Like, fuck your GPA, fuck your SAT scores. You just simply must be hot.
Like, when you are like out in public and you see someone, you're like, whoa, that person was clothes, makeup, hair, body, but that was like that, but everywhere. But they're all really young too. They're all like 18 to 22. So we start drinking at like 4 and we go around and bounce around these different bars.
Because my sister works at one of the main bars there, and then her friends either all also work at that bar or the neighboring bars that everybody goes to. So we just were like hopping around, getting in for free because my sister was with us, and then basically drinking for free all night except for tipping because she knew the bartenders too. So they were kind of just like hooking it up.
It was a very fun environment. I could see myself really enjoying it if I were 20 and in a different life, because 20-year-old Megan would. But oh my gosh, I have never felt like such a troll.
We were the hags of Bama that night.
Like, we are used to, if we get cute and we go out and
we were the Bama grandmas.
we were the Bama grandmas.
Truly.
I have never been so humbled. Like, not only were we so significantly older than all of them, we're hot here. We're not hot in Tuscaloosa.
We weren't.
They would call us ma'am. It's like, I don't even think I had a single person's attention.
No, I don't think a man even looked at me except for my sister's boyfriend.
Yep.
To just ask what's up, you know?
And that's okay. We needed a little humbling.
It's good for the soul.
There was at one point where we were all in tables and chairs, and then the bouncers were like, okay, we got to move this to make room for everybody to like dance floor or whatever. And Rachel just refused. She just sat in her chair and she was like, you can pick me up.
And they didn't. They just let me sit.
They're like, this grandma needs to sit.
Yeah. They felt it. They took one look at me and they were like, her poor, frail, aching bones.
Her bunions are acting up.
This grandma will sit.
Yeah. So you sat in the middle of this crowded college bar for a while. And we went to another bar after that. And I just remember being so like, I felt sick at this point. I stopped drinking and I've just never felt so old. And I remember like looking at you and I'm like, I'm ready. And you're like, we can make it till midnight.
Yeah. We were just trying to make it till midnight. I was keeping my eye on the clock, but we went to this, the last bar that we went to was the one where you actually dance and there's a DJ.
Yeah.
And nobody was dancing. Literally nobody was dancing.
No.
And then you and I, with both of us wearing sunglasses, we just start fucking going for it. We just start fucking going for it. As we do. And anywhere we go.
You and I dancing, especially at an open dance floor, it almost kind of looks like a bird mating dance or something.
It really does.
Like we kind of like circle each other and like make a lot of eye contact and weird arm movements.
Yes.
And
it's interpretive.
It's
sensual.
like
It's chaotic.
People are like so confused. Like, are they sisters? Are they lovers?
Yeah.
Neither. We're cousins.
I feel like that's the vibe we give off everywhere we go, no matter what we're doing. Like just general confusion and allure.
Yes.
We're confusing allure.
Because we were also like being so dumb, but at the same time being so confident. It was probably also hot. Yeah. And it's just like, what?
Yeah.
And everyone else in that
club.
Like,
what are these grandmas are so attractive all of a sudden? Like,
everyone else is so concerned about looking hot, and no one was dancing with the millennial mug.
No. We knew we weren't hot.
No.
We knew we were 4s, and we danced like it.
When we danced like 4s, I think we became 10s.
Or maybe
that's
would venture to say
my wishful thinking.
At least 9s.
At least 9s or 8.5.
You know, then we get a few points for confidence.
The dancing all started after that.
No, then the club was bumping.
Yeah.
And everyone was dancing. All of a sudden, as soon as we started, everybody else was like, you know.
Ladies, leave your man at home. Club was bumping, jumping. So much so that I feel like the DJ or the owner of the bar just was like recording all these videos. He was like, oh my God, people are dancing.
Yep.
This is such good advertisement. And you and I just had our glasses on.
This is
we're
the
like,
most ass shaking we've seen in months.
You're fucking welcome, Tuscaloosa. Now we're going to leave and go get a quesadilla.
It's midnight. Mic drop.
When the clock struck midnight.
We're like, these grandmas are about to turn into pumpkins if we don't get out of here soon. We bid you all adieu. Good night. Sweet dreams, Tuscaloosa.
The most I could do. I was at the point where like Caitlin's boyfriend bought me a shot and I just was like, no, I refuse.
Yeah, honestly. Those
And then
crazy kids.
The whole next day, we were just hungover and holding on, barely alive. We went on a walk. We played Mario. We got brunch. It was nice.
We went mini golfing.
Yeah, that was
It
fun.
was very cute and wholesome.
Yes. Then we flew home. Rachel probably got COVID.
Probably. The world will never know. But the way my body was aching and writhing in bed, you bet your ass it was probably
basically
COVID.
like barely heard from you for 5 days. It was really disconcerting.
Yeah. I barely heard from myself.
You didn't post on social. Like
No.
you were just dead to the world.
I was dead to the world.
Yeah.
Bullseye took good care of me, and I took a lot of baths and
Yep.
was very sad and blew a lot of snot rags, and that's all we
Indeed.
need to say.
I spent the whole time with the bodyguard because he's been staying at my place a lot. So that was nice.
Yeah.
And that was like last week.
Yeah.
So we kind of caught up.
I feel like we're kind of caught up.
Yeah, nothing extremely important to address other than stay tuned.
Yeah, we have, just because we took a break, doesn't mean we really like took a break from recording necessarily a little bit. We have been hard at work interviewing guests to kind of get a little library of stuff for me to work on so that I'm not doing it week of. Except LOL, look at us, we're doing it week of still.
Well,
But,
yeah.
happy Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for this moment. But
Should we like actually say what we're grateful for?
yeah.
Like a little serious moment?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Thanksgiving corner. You can go first.
I feel like it's like so basic if I say I'm grateful for you.
Fuck, I was gonna say I was grateful for you.
Ah!
Whatever, just do it. We'll be cute.
I'm grateful for my cousin.
As she just like looks at me and says nothing else.
I think it like I get even bad when I get emotional with you because it's like almost too much. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Like,
I won't
it's
look at you. I won't look at you. I'm fully looking away.
like looking.
I'm staring at the TV.
It's like too much when I talk about how important you are to me because it's like almost like.
oh god. You can do it. Let's get it together.
Yeah.
We can do it. You can make it short.
I love that even when I'm dating someone new that they realize so quickly that Rachel is my soulmate.
Top dog, baby.
Rachel's top dog. I talk about you on the first date always.
Always.
But I also update you. We were just in one of our interviews yesterday, in a guest interview or a couple days ago, we were talking about how important it is to have a person that you always tell things to. And as you're dating someone or as you're going through your life or I don't know, it's nice. I will never take for granted that I can always tell you everything and all things. And it was really sad when you were sick because I really missed you.
Oh,
And I'm
that's
grateful
cute.
for you.
That's cute.
And living around the corner for you and having a podcast.
Yes. I'm thankful for you for the same reasons too. Like, you are somebody that I can fully trust 100% and fully depend on 100%. And that is hard to come by. And yeah, like you said, it's important to have one person who you feel that way about. And not everybody is fortunate enough to have that. And I'm grateful that I've had that my whole life. And there's nobody else that I would rather be sitting with on Thanksgiving morning, like talking about our crazy fucking shit.
Yeah.
And I'm really thankful that you live around the corner too, and feel very blessed to just have a built-in soulmate. And like, yeah, we're family, but like we also choose this relationship and we work hard at it too. But like, it's never work. It's just like we put in a lot of time and effort to like maintain like the level of trust and love and
Good point.
admiration that
But
we
it
have
like
for each
comes
other.
naturally.
It comes
We put in
naturally,
the
yeah.
work, but it also,
Yeah. I feel like we have a very healthy relationship, and not everybody has that. So I'm thankful for you too.
Oh.
All right, and we'll stop before we start crying. That was mushy as fuck.
I want to make a reel of like, I'm thankful for you, and then the looks that we gave each other. I'm like,
yeah, it's really funny. We could literally like post that today, honestly, on Thanksgiving.
probably.
That's kind of cute.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
We'll just, I don't know, do it early a little bit for this episode as a teaser for next week, I guess.
Yay.
Cute.
All right. Well, I burnt my fucking vegetables.
Yeah.
During this podcast
halfway through
episode.
this episode, Megan realized that her Thanksgiving vegetables have been in the oven for an hour. And
The Brussels are toast.
the Brussels are actually just burnt toast.
So I need to figure out what the fuck I'm going to bring now.
It's fine. Just bring yourself. Bullseye and I are bringing enough mashed
If I
potatoes
don't-
to feed the entire Attack on Titan world.
Not going to be enough vegetables.
I'm sure there will. My mom probably has some too. Stay tuned for next week because we received a DM a couple months ago from a woman who is now coming on the podcast, and she is another survivor of the wolf. So really exciting interview, and we've got more to come this season. Yay. Yeah. All right. As always, don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe. Really important. It helps this podcast reach people who may need to hear it. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at the.traumedy.show, even though we pretty much only post on Instagram these days. Haha, LOL.
Maybe we'll post on TikTok again one day.
Yeah, we probably need to.
One of these days, we're going to get our YouTube up and running.
One of these days, we're going to be able to quit our corporate jobs and just go full send on this. And then as soon as we do, it's over for all you hoes.
It's over.
Yeah.
For you hoes.
Yeah.
If anyone just wants to like donate like $100,000 to me and Rach to just like quit our jobs and spend a year like,
then we will give you an I'm thankful for you shout out on the podcast
damn
too.
straight we would.
And other things. There will be lots of other benefits for you if you do that for us. So just saying, Gusset Hustler, if you're listening, there will be so much underwear coming your way.
The Gusset Hustler has been quiet since I started posting The Bodyguard.
Ooh. Well, just because you're in a relationship doesn't mean that the used gussets must stop. Gusset Hustler, if you're listening.
True.
And that goes for both of us, just in case you're interested, which you've never been before. But I'm just throwing it out there that I have many a used gusset that could be a very covetous morsel for you.
All right.
Bye. Bye. Happy Thanksgiving.